Manchester of Jamaica. We have also young, gifted and talented youngsters. And from the hills, we have a youngster that want to come and lead another to hear it. You ready? Rumex? You ready? Yeah man, come bust the place. Come bust the place. Give him a round of applause.
Good night everyone. Yo man team. Over time people see me now. I feel like I'm just over this time. You know, I don't believe in our dream, you know. But then I have to believe in our dream. How we have a it. When I give up, you know, I just start, this is my goal, listen me. You them don't see the half yet. You them don't see the half yet. Hand of a ball and a shake and a press. Man of you walk on carpet. You them don't see the half yet. You them don't see the half yet. Hand of a ball and a shake and a press. Man of you walk on carpet. Mommy, I promise that I'm gonna make you alright. Take you away from all the struggles and fights. You gotta remember those days. It's like once upon a time, like telling a story. You can't stop with glory. You them don't see the half yet. You them don't see the half yet. I lay a ball and a shake and a press. Man, if you walk on carpet, you them don't see the half yet. You them don't see the half yet. Hand up a ball and a shake and a press. Man, if you walk on carpet, my fool in a start the making. No ear and take it for a plating. So me leave them outside waiting. Me and my team out here celebrating. But them a say no worry, we don't at all. We are aim for the sky and them want we fall. And if you see me weak out and a call for strength, up to me every Father God me call. You them don't see the half yet. You them don't see the half yet. Hand up a ball and a shake and a press. Man up you walk on carpet. You them don't see the half yet. You them don't see the half yet. Hand up a ball and a shake and a press. Man up you walk on carpet. Mommy, I promise that I'm gonna make you alright. Take you away from all the struggles and fights. You're gonna remember those days. It's like once upon a time, like telling a story. You them can't stop with glory. We them don't see the half yet. You them don't see the half yet. Hand up a ball and a shake and a press. Man, have you walk on carpet. You them don't see the half yet. You them don't see the half yet. Hand up a ball and a shake and a press. Man, have you walk on carpet. My goal in a star in the making. No fear and take it for a plating. Fear believe, live alright, them waiting.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Wait upon the Lord. Be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thine heart. Comrade Chairman, Comrade Party Leader, Comrade former Member of Parliament, Comrade Aluna Samba, Comrade Paul Burke, Comrade Deputy General Secretary and Member of Parliament for North Clarendon in waiting, Comrade way behind. Comrade Member of Parliament for the glorious constituency of Southeast Centre in waiting, Comrade Dr. Kenneth Russell. trumpet bell of the Beecher Town Division and the minority leader in the Central Corporation. The Queen of the Central Municipal Corporation and the Councillor for the Claremont Division, Comrade Kenneth Harty. Comrade Namesake from Linstead, Comrade Lloyd Garrett. Other comrades on the platform, comrade group members, comrade PD workers, comrade cluster managers, members of the newly elected Manning Divisional Executive, comrades, voters, my friends, members of the security force, other visiting comrades, other councillors who are visiting with us. To God be the glory. Tonight, I want to pick up my team in the Manning Division. I want to pick up the team that was elected on Thursday to run the affairs of the Manning Division for 2024-25. I want to thank them for offering themselves to the work. I want to thank you, the voters, who went out and showed them that we are not for sale and we shall return Manning Division to the fold of the People's National Party. After 7 years, 2 months, and 26 days, we went out here and rescued the Manning Division on behalf of the People's National Party. Long time, we don't have no nice time. Tonight we come together to celebrate that victory and move forward as one. And so, comrades, the work is on. I am ready. The team is ready. And comrades, when we were campaigning, we said we're going through round one. We get through round one. We are ready and willing to take on round two. And rest assured, comrade leader, when Brogard fly the gate, Manning Division will be ready to deliver a victory for Southeast Central. You, comrade leader, and the People's National Party. But comrade, two things to say and then invite the comrade leader. Stop talking out with our foot. When election comes, every labor right, whether wheelchair or not, they're going out to vote. What happened to we? We must stop the argument about with our vote. We must make sure that when that day comes, we go out in our thousands and thousands and thousands and send a clear message to Andrew Hogan and the Labour Party. And so, comrades, I ask you to start prepare yourself, because them out there and we don't know when. It could be late this year. It could be early next year. But one thing I know, even the dawn come tonight. Welcome, comrade. Don't run. Whenever, yeah, man. Whenever they call it, comrade, we must be ready to take it. Because fly high or low, Mark Jefferson Goldie must be the next Prime Minister of Jamaica. And so I want to say thanks to you for turning out. I love you. We're going to work together. Let's make it work. Comrades, it's my pleasure and honor to have on the grounds of Manning Primary and Junior High School at the public session of the Money Division Conference, the leader of our party. Put your hands together for him. Put your hands together for him. He could be here, there, and everywhere. Put your hands together and tell him to come to your conference. Comrades, a former senator, a former minister of justice, a member of parliament for South St. Andrew, a sportsman, a music lover, the leader of the opposition, the 6th president of the People's National Party elected in November 2020. Tonight, we are proud of him. Him have Brogan on the ropes. When him talk, Brogan tremble. When him act, Brogan tremble. The labor rights are fret. Let us big him up and let us work with him so that we can make him the next Prime Minister of Jamaica. Comrades, if we don't put back capital government, we're going to shut down to a wooden spoon. Money Division, comrades and friends, help me welcome the next Prime Minister of Jamaica. Comrades, come, Professor Golden, come and speak to the people who you will see as Prime Minister.
All of them comrades on the platform, the extended platform on both sides.
Yes.
I must mention, of course, my friend, former member of parliament, former minister of government, former senator, Aluna Samba. Lovely to see you here, Alun. Big up comrade Paul Burke, former general secretary. Long time ago, I mean where I am. Because I was in all over. I'm out of the country and Paul is a region tree man for the most part. But it's good to see him. And of course, I must mention DJS Wabel Hines.
Yes.
Who is now doing what needs to be done in North Clarendon. Comrades, we have with us a number of victorious councillors. And I want to say to each and everyone here tonight that Southeast St. Anne, in delivering 4 out of 4, restored the hope and confidence of all of us in Jamaica that we are on the right path and we're going forward together. And we've heard some of the numbers, the Bell and Gary connection. And those are impressive numbers. And I want to say to each and every one of you in the Money Division, thank you very much for the effort put in, for the commitment and the determination to bring back Lloyd to the municipal corporation to represent you and represent you well. Lloyd Garrick is no easy or simple politician. He's an experienced politician. He's a committed politician. He's somebody who knows what it means to serve the people. And I know he will continue to serve you to the best of his ability and with aplomb. And I'm sure that you feel justified in having brought him back to represent you again. And I thank you for you having done so because he deserved the support and he got the support. Comrades, to my right, this tall gentleman, Dr. Kenneth Russell. I feel wonderful that the People's National Party, at a time when I am president, can attract a man of this caliber and quality into the politics to represent the people. I know that when he serves in Garden House and in government, he will acquit himself with distinction. He's a man who has achieved heights in academics and heights in his professional life. And now in politics, he's bringing a different level of quality to representation. And I'm very proud that he's in our team. And I say to each and every one of you, come together and rally behind him and deliver him to Garden House, because we need him in the next government. Comrades, we are meeting at a time when Jamaica is facing some serious challenges. The Jamaica Labour Party is skillful in public relations, and for the most part, the media give them an easy ride. But we know that the people are suffering and the people are losing hope. And it is the role of the People's National Party as a movement that took Jamaica out of colonialism, took Jamaica from 1938 to a process of progressive politics to the place where we could stand tall among the nations of the world, little but Talawa.
That's right.
And our role will always be to focus on the real challenges that face our country. And at this juncture in history, it is no different. We see the education system reeling prioritization of critical areas. We know that it will take additional resources to support the education system and take it to the next level. And we are committed to ensuring that education is prioritized, because we know that it is the key to the future of our nation. From early childhood development through to primary school, we have to turn it around, so that instead of having a situation where over 30% of primary school children are leaving primary school unable to read and write, unable to do critical thinking, unable to do simple arithmetic, we are in a situation where Jamaica has the best system of early childhood and primary school education in the hemisphere. That is the vision and mission of the next PNP government. Comrades, this is so important, because what is happening now is that so many of our young children are entering secondary school without the basics, that they have a struggle ahead of them. Many of them don't get what is required to take them out of that deep hole that they find themselves with nothing to show for so many years in the education system.
True.
And this is what is feeding the crime and violence situation in the country. This is what feeding the behaviors that we see every day that show indiscipline, show a lack of cohesion among our people. And we need to get to the source of it, which is at the early stages of life, right through to primary. Nutrition. We can't have so many children going to school hungry. We must ensure that the children are adequately fed when they're at school, because they can't perform to their top performance ability if they are hungry. So the next PNP government will focus on these critical issues, because we have to take Jamaica to a better place. Right now we are stuck. Our GDP per capita is in the region of 7,000 US. What does that mean? The average output per year of every Jamaican is 7,000 US of value. In our region, in CARICOM, Barbados, Trinidad, the Bahamas, They are at 20,000 per year for each of their citizens. We are way behind, and we need to step up and get to those levels so that our people are living a decent quality of life. And we have to invest in our people in order to achieve that. The last 10 years have been spent focusing on macroeconomic stability. The debt of the country was sky high. Dr. Peter Phillips, Portia Simpson-Miller, and the rest of the government of that time, including me, put in a lot of effort to reset the thing and get the debt coming down. We inherited a situation in 2012 where the debt was 148% of the GDP of the country, one of the highest ratios in the world of public indebtedness. By the time we left office, in just 4 years, we had brought it down to 115%.
My God.
And we've set the thing with the necessary framework and rules in the law to ensure that whatever happened, that trend would continue. And happily, Jamaica now finds itself with 72% or thereabouts debt to GDP ratio. But that is not sufficient to develop a country. It is necessary, but it is not sufficient. We have to now reap the rewards of that process by prioritizing those things that can take the country to the next level. I have mentioned education because that is a central pillar of all policies for the People's National Party. We have always understood the central importance of education in the development of our people as the singular vehicle for taking people out of intergenerational poverty and giving the next generation a better chance at life than we had. But apart from education, the health system is in crisis. We have seen recently that over the last few years, ventilators, nearly half of the ventilators in the country are out of use, cannot function. And we have a situation where people are dying in public health facilities because they can't get access to a ventilator. We are seeing a situation where the rate of maternal deaths in the southern region of this country, which is one of the 4 regional health authorities, has gone up by 10 times in the last 20 years. And we have seen where the rate of deaths of neonatal babies, premature babies, is getting higher, even though the birth rate of the country is coming down. So these are fundamental indicators that show that there is a crisis in the health system. We have a Minister of Health who has a degree in international marketing, and he's very good at spinning things to look good. But when you check a stock, and if you go to a public health facility and you need care and attention, you can't get a bed.
Amen.
And if you need tests, it is very expensive.
Amen.
And if you need medication, and it is not on the list of the National Health Fund that we started, supper, because it's hundreds of thousands of dollars to get the basic health care that you need out of the reach of ordinary Jamaicans. The People's National Party must turn that around, must make the health system serve the needs of the people. In terms of an economy, we need a productive economy. Investing in the training system, making sure that the training facilities of the country are integrated with the needs of the productive sector, so that the youth them are getting the necessary skills that will enable them to get high value added jobs and can attract the kind of investment in the country that will take us out of this low wage, low growth, low tech model to one where the jobs that are being created for our people give them a chance to live a good life and they don't have to try to go foreign to find a better life for themselves.
Yeah, man.
The training system has to be substantially overhauled and made fit for purpose.
Yes.
And then, of course, rural development and agriculture.
That's right.
agriculture has been treated for many, many years in Jamaica as a kind of poor cousin in the economy. And we have high levels of subsistence farming where farmers struggle to make a basic living out of a little plot of land. We need to invest in agriculture, modernize the systems of agriculture, establish the linkages between farmers and processors, give the farmers proper storage facilities, fix farm roads, provide irrigation systems, and provide the technical support through an effective agency so that our farmers can be as productive as possible. We are blessed as a nation with some of the best crops, the best produce that is in demand all over the world. Jamaican cocoa, Jamaican coffee, Jamaican ginger, Jamaican turmeric, Jamaican cotton, Jamaican ganja. All of these things are in demand, but we are not even able to supply the demand that there are for those things. The next PNP government will have a robust policy to make sure that agriculture becomes a strong pillar of the economy. Food security is vital for the people and for the future. The pandemic showed this, comrades, because when the supply chains were disrupted, the price of food went sky high, and people have been suffering ever since.
Still high.
So, comrades, these are some of the things that we must do to make Jamaica a better place for all. And in order to do that, we must have a government that the people have trust and confidence in.
Right.
Integrity must be at the center of our approach to governance.
Amen. Amen.
We are not here to take the people's resources and give it to friend and company.
No.
The people belong to the people, must be spent on the people and for the people.
Yes.
We have a situation in Jamaica where 6 members of parliament are under investigation for illicit enrichment. The Prime Minister has not made it his business to let the public know who those 6 people are. I have asked all our members of parliament individually if it is any of them, and they have told me no.
Yes.
Illicit enrichment is a serious matter.
Yes.
It is a corruption offense.
Yes.
What does it mean? It means that you have assets and wealth that your income, your lawful income, can't support. And for somebody who is a public official, it's a very serious thing.
Amen.
6 of them.
6 of them.
We have a Prime Minister whose statutory declaration cannot be certified. What is a statutory declaration?
Tell them.
A statutory declaration is a form that you have to set out everything you own, all of the debts that you owe to people, and all of the income that you earn for the year.
It's true.
And it has to be signed before a JP where you declare that it is accurate. And it's submitted for the year by March 31st of the following year. For the Prime Minister and the leader of the opposition, the law requires that the Integrity Commission go through it carefully, and if they find it to be in order, they certify that it is in order. And then they publish a summary of it in the Jamaica Gazette. For several years now, the Prime Minister of Jamaica's statutory declaration has not been certified, has not been published in the Jamaica Gazette. This is not a tenable situation for our country. That the head of our government is not in good standing with the country's Integrity Commission. Jamaican people take sleep and mark death. We need to change this. We need a government that is led by somebody who you can rely on, is not here to scream, who will stand up for principle, and who will ensure that the government and the resources of the people are used exclusively for the benefit of the people. And for those who don't want to live by those principles, they will have no place in the government, because they are only there for themselves and not to serve the people. So, comrades, these are reasons that you can go out into the highway and byway, into the nooks and crannies, and say to the people who come and support the next PNP government, Jamaica needs a new hope, a new change, a new dispensation. We need to take the country to the next level by having a government that you can rely on, will not rip off the people. That is a government that will focus on the real challenge facing our people, so that our future generations can move forward and be better than our generation and the generation behind us.
Yes.
This is not an election coming up where you can say me not vote because you never got this, or some little thing was said that you never like, and so on. Southeast and I know you have been through many tribulations. Comrades, I know the history, most of it anyway. Yeah, maybe some I don't know, but I know enough of it.
Yes.
And I'm saying to each and every one of you, you have 4 wonderful councillors. You have a candidate in whom you can be well pleased and well proud.
Amen.
Put all what went on before behind us and focus on the future we're trying to build together. And all PNP come together in one accord to deliver that victory. And comrades, take the message to the people, the undecided voters, who may say they're not interested in politics, and explain to them how important it is that we ensure Jamaica's future by changing the government that we have.
Yes.
This underperforming government that promised to give 5% growth in 4 years, and after 8 years is struggling to deliver 2% growth. We cannot move from 7,000 US per capita GDP to 20 in the next 15 years at 2% growth. It is impossible. We have to have much higher levels of sustained growth. And in approaching this, we have to be mindful of our environment, because we cannot take decisions today that will sacrifice the future environment of our people. So the mining and the treatment of the water resources and the rivers and how we deal with garbage disposal and sewage disposal, all of these things are vital, because we need to protect the legacy of God's beautiful Jamaica for ourselves and our future generations. So comrades, I say to you tonight,
Yes, sir.
do not lose hope.
No.
Do not be complacent.
No way.
The mission that started in 1938 is incomplete.
Yes.
And we are the ones who are carrying that baton now.
Right.
And we must run our leg hard and run it well, because the future of our nation is depending on us. So I say to each and every one of you tonight, are you ready to put in the work to deliver the victory for the People's National Party? Are you ready to ensure that Southeast St. Anne is returned again with a big majority for Dr. Kenneth and the People's National Party? And comrades, are you ready for the next PNP government under the leadership of Jefferson Golding, taking Jamaica forward to a better day and a brighter future? Comrades, I love the vibes, I love the support, I love the hope, and I love the confidence. The word is love, comrades. God bless you all. Thank you for having me. And have a safe journey.